actually amazing. Yeah. It's like so massive and we look so small in front of this massive door, no?
Yes.
It's really nice.
Hello, Atrayee.
Hi.
How are you today?
I am really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. It's so nice to have you in Valencia office.
Pleasure's mine.
How has been your week so far?
It has been very good. I have met some interesting people. I developed some ideas. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the prototyping and the final results.
Wow. It's your first time in Valencia. What do you think about Valencia office and the city?
Well, I think it is our first time in Valencia and I have enjoyed everything about Valencia. The Spanish culture, the people, the food is very, very nice. The office is absolutely incredible. Everyone in the office has been very accommodating. You know, I don't speak Spanish, so they have been very inclusive and they've always tried to speak in English, taught me some Spanish words here and there. So it's been really, really nice, and I've learned so much in like a span of 7 days, or like, you know, and I'm going to learn further more. So it's been really interesting.
Wow, explain me a bit so I understand what's the main objective of your team this week and what have you learned so far?
I think that's a very interesting question, Christina. So our team essentially focuses on corporate disclosures, and our problem is around how we can essentially help clients deal with KPIs, metrics, and targets. You know, this is something that has been missing in the market for a while. So with our suggestion or our prototype, clients would be able to identify what their targets are, how they are doing in comparison to their peers, and you know what more can they do in order to be industry leaders. So that's our main objective. Obviously it's a prototype phase, so it's going to take more work, but it has been really interesting to get insights from a commercial standpoint where Ari comes in. She brings in a lot of client feedback, you know, what they're looking for. And we also had some engagement from the leadership team like Neva, Tate. They gave their understanding of business concerns and what might look like. And we had Jerome and, you know, obviously Jose and Martin, who are basically helping us in building what we wanted. So that has been quite interesting. And from Martin and Jose specifically, I've understood that NLP is really difficult. And you know, whatever we think as layperson or, you know, from a commercial and legal standpoint is not always possible or quite easy to get in product quite quickly. So it takes time, but hopefully eventually by the end of this week, we have those ideas so that we can progress and make better results for clients. So my introduction to NLP was last year when I joined in my current role. And I always thought, you know, artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the legal space and the commercial side of things. But with the NLP, it's almost like a human being analyzing text for me. So it breaks down this complexity that I already had to go through, like 50 or 60 pages of, you know, document, that the NLP already highlights the most important bits for me. So I think that has kind of helped me in processing my own work and saved me a lot of time, I would say. And that's how it's also helped clients in the same way.
How is it to be working in the regulatory team?
Absolutely. So I think it's a very good question, Christina, because I don't think a lot of people understand what I do. In general, like I work in the legal side of the product. So essentially our team comprises of different peers. So some of them work in industry. Our team mainly focuses on legal and, you know, the regulations. So when you talk about regulatory team, you think about regulations, you think about law. So we specialize in providing that kind of analysis to our clients and enriching our product with legal insights, if that makes sense. I mean, working in the regulatory team, Christina, is an amazing opportunity. I work in the legal insights for the product. So a large part of my role focuses on how the new regulations are coming and that affects clients.
Wow.
So in the process, I basically help our product like provide that kind of insights and the data that clients then require, like use and, you know, for reporting and for strategic decisions. So it has been a very incredible opportunity for me personally.
Wow.
And also for the company to like kind of have those kind of insights and have this team that specializes in regulations.
And Atrayee, How do you do it? Because I'm sure I'm sure there's thousands of new, no, I don't know thousands, but
Yeah.
I know every day there's laws coming, new laws coming. And how do you manage to keep calm?
Yeah.
And what's your, for example, what's a normal day in your role?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Christina. And I think the normal day for me is obviously reading different laws that are coming up. And as you mentioned, like the volume of regulation, especially in an area such as ESG, which has been growing, it's quite difficult to track everything. But I'm fortunate enough to have a very collaborative and good team where, we target different countries per jurisdiction. We have different specialists, so we kind of have that kind of information, and then we basically internally share it amongst ourselves. And I personally am really passionate about law, so that really helps. And I always follow like different newsletters, articles, and so on and so forth, just to be abreast. And we always have a leadership team who organize various webinars, interviews, and Datamaran does that on a regular basis. So that kind of helps me. So I'm a qualified lawyer in India. I studied my undergrad in India. I am qualified to practice law, as I mentioned, in India, and I'm partly qualified in the UK. I did my master's, the BCL, from Oxford, and I came in the UK in 2018, and subsequently I have stayed here and I've been working with Datamaran since last year. So, my entire background is in commercial and sustainable finance law. So that's
Wow.
my specialization.
Wow.
Really helpful.
And would you like to know something? Who will be the person
Yeah.
that you will interview?
If I had to interview someone, I would
Yes.
probably interview Donato.
Donato, okay. But Donato is such a star, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
all the time in the media.
But he always has something new to add, so I would be very
Every
interested
day.
to know.
Do
what
you
is
talk
in
normally,
the-
Donato and you, every day?
We talk most regularly, yeah. So for example, if we have like a new regulation that comes up, it's always like Donato informing me, or like I'm trying to put something on the external channel, and he would then talk about it. So
Okay, so it's
that's
like
interactive, I would say.
Yes.
And he always is like a good mentor.
Okay, so I imagine you talking about which law is important, which one is
pretty
not.
much. Yeah. We had those kind of discussions, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am also imagining now your feed, like new law, new law, new law.
Well, yeah.
Notifications.
Yeah.
Do you get notifications for it?
Yes, I get many notifications. My email has around 50 notifications every day. But that's kind of interesting, I have an amazing team as well. So they kind of help me navigate through processes, and yeah, it's really incredible working at Datamaran. My ideal legal website would be with more pictures, like less content. Like, as you were mentioning, sometimes reading 500 pages is not interesting. If you can provide me with a summary which is easy to read and understand with a picture or like a graph or something, that would be more interesting. But that's just my favorite website.
That's great. So it would be nice to have these laws, and then Image is like a magazine.
Yeah, I was going to say that.